Welcome to Year of the Metal Rat Libra. Year of the Yang Metal Rat begins on January 25th of 2020, lasting through until February 11th of 2021. I'm Pastor Rosemary, the Astrology Angel. I'm a Rosicrucian seer, a biblical astrologer, Christian psychic, and Gnostic mystic. And this is a Readings by Rosemary angelic transmission. Now, rats are very, very useful creatures indeed. Scientists use lab rats in experiments to bring better treatment modalities to human beings. Sometimes lab assistants have told me that they wonder if laboratory rats are actually experimenting on their human master's degree and doctorate degree students that care for them. In reality, who's serving who? Now, some people think that rats are not important, but nothing could be further from the truth. Rat came in first place in the Jade Emperor's Zodiac race. Now, more on that later on in this video. For now, we're going to take a look at some specifics for you, Libra, during Year of the Yang Metal Rat. Now, the astrology lucky charms for Libra, the scales, during Year of Yang Metal Rat. We're going to go over this a little bit for you here now. And just to mention that Libra in the Western chart here is in the natural 7th house. It's associated with things like law and commitment. And rat in Chinese astrology associates with the 9th house of life path meaning and Sagittarius the archer. Okay? So Chinese astrology rat, this Year of the Yang Metal Rat, rat associates with, in Western astrology, Sagittarius, the archer. And that's the natural 9th house of life path meaning. Now we're going to get more on these specifics later and talk about the Jade Emperor's great race and where Libra came in, and how that all flushed out. But first we want to go over your lucky charms, your fortunate numbers, and auspicious colors. All right, now, Libra lucky charms. The gemstone is opal. The colors for Libra: vanilla, orange, and copper. The numbers for Libra, the auspicious numbers, are 1, 2, and 7. 1, 2, and 7. For Metal Rat lucky charms, Yang Metal Rat, the auspicious gemstone, watermelon tourmaline in Year of the Yang Metal Rat. Watermelon tourmaline is the auspicious gemstone, a very beautiful, potent stone. The colors for Yang Metal Rat: gold, white, blue, and green. And the auspicious numbers for Yang Metal Rat: 2, 3, 6, 7, and 8. For number combination specifics, although generally speaking numbers 4, 5, and 9 are not recommended during a rat year, throughout a Yang Metal Rat year, 5 and 9 are more promising than during other elemental rat years. Color combination specifics: generally, colors that are not recommended during Year of the Rat are brown and yellow. Nevertheless, for the duration of a Yang Metal Rat year, yellow is more propitious than during other elemental rat years. Now we're going to get into something that's very important for most people: compatibility. So we're going to talk about the Chinese zodiac animal compatibility during a rat year. Rat loves other rat personalities, of course. Rat loves dragon and rat loves monkey. Rat really likes snake, rooster, and ox. And rat really likes pig and rabbit. Rat likes goat, dog, and tiger. And rat does not like horse. Now, Libra personality during a Yang Metal Rat year brings out qualities of being very strong, unyielding, and influential, a lot of clout, which will add much effectiveness to Libra's already balanced and equal nature, thus enabling Libra to attain harmonious aspirations set for herself or himself already. Now, Yang metal rat year is a time to put the center of attention on oneself. On oneself. Very, very important. And it's going to be very, very important to really center your attention on your own aims and schemes and your own projects. Okay? That this is a time to attain your balanced nature and to enable you to attain your harmonious aspirations that you've set for yourself. The scale's sense of, have a real basic sense of fairness, fairness, equilibrium, and proportion, which will benefit significantly from yang metal elements. Libra will also profit from rat's extra suppleness and agility and animation, being a dynamic personality. The rat, which gives Libra an ability to return to being really the social butterfly that she or he truly is. So Libra, you're normally a social butterfly, and this yang metal rat year will bring that back to you. Okay? The scale's steadiness also obtains an advantage from rat's seasonal aspect of sort of cold winter to keep Libra very happy and cool and put together. Year of the metal rat's liveliness, brisk style, autonomy, and pioneering manner makes Libra's impartial sensibilities easy to understand and put into action because of rat's water element component. Yang metal rat year will give Libra the stimulation and the impetus necessary to overcome obstacles and achieve long-held dreams and goals. Now, regarding Libra's place in the Jade Emperor's Zodiac race, Western astrology sign of Libra corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of dog. Legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Dog came in 11th place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Dog was considered a good athlete who could run, jump, and swim. And people thought, and the Jade Emperor certainly thought, that the Jade Emperor really did think that Dog should or could have easily won. Now, why did Dog finish in 11th out of 12 places on the astrology wheel for Chinese Zodiac? Dog finished just one above last place because of a tendency to pamper himself and have fun playing in the water, allowing a day of enjoyment while in the river that they had to cross, rather than pushing himself into a frenzied competition. Having a pleasant day was more important to Dog than winning, and so he gleefully completed the race at his own good pace. And to put it even in another way, if you think about it, there are many animals, and only 12 animals got onto the Chinese zodiac at all. And so it's important to understand that winning isn't as important as enjoying your life or having good friendships. Now, we're going to get into the elemental attributes for Libra. Cardinal air. Libra is cardinal air. And yang qualities of yin, of the yang metal rat, will warm up and accelerate, lighten and dry the scale's fire of air, sense of justice, accord, impartiality, even-handedness, sprite, and equitable qualities. This will give Libra new opportunities in which to acquire a bigger measure of traveling, entertaining nights out, fine dining, and extravagant excursions with spouses, love interests, friends, and family. Libra will connect through seasonal gatherings, group celebrations, and planned events, helping to keep all who attend entertained, amused, and having the time of their lives during yang metal rat year, principally when general cold rat qualities of winter are taken into account. Yang metal rat year is also cooled and comforted by the element of water, which is the primary element which is associated with rat in Chinese astrology on their zodiac wheel. Now, metal shares masculine qualities with yang of being hard, although metal is also very persistent, which is more of a yin quality. Yang metal is a heating of metal, bringing out qualities of being formed and fashioned, shaped and reshaped, molded, Now, balance is attained from frosty winter and colder water traits, thereby soothing emotions provoked by the envy and the jealousy of others. Yang metal rat year will be exciting, well organized, crucial, and dynamic, necessitating Libra to keep opposing energies of artistic expression and cold, hard reality in equilibrium, in balance. This will enliven the scale's already cardinal nature, while adding tranquil moods towards beginning fresh life cycles. Yang metal rat year adds much appreciation, admiration, cupidity, flexibility, and jealousy for complete control, and a certain urge for irrefutable authority when it comes to success for one's individual goals. Libra will focus minds and center hearts upon self throughout Yang metal rat year if personal objectives are to be accomplished and the scale's ventures brought through into full achievement. It's all about self and self-fulfillment, and that's especially during Yang metal rat year. Now, affable, friendly, agreeable, elemental, quick, agile, and very capable, metal rat makes goals in life realistically feasible, fundamentally substantial, and obvious. This cycle grants Libra really more than enough ability sort of for finding ways to entertain friends, socialize with equally witty acquaintances, as well as the clout necessary to be exhilarating in artistic endeavors that are very important to Libra. If Libra focuses on self at this juncture, the scales will have a great amount of enjoyment and happiness in Yang metal rat year. Now we're going to get into Libra, the scales. We're going to find the Yang metal rat lesson for you, Libra, in this year. Avoid becoming involved in circumstances or situations where the scale's best friends, co-workers, and family members become fodder for those who are covetous of Libra. Yang metal rat year's most vital motto is the cliche, every man for himself, no matter your age, your gender, or your creed. It is a time to focus one's mind on Libra's own personal needs and long-held dreams. And these are the dreams that the scales might have forgotten about this far in life in favor of fulfilling the aspirations of other people or other creatures. Ultimate long-term goals and care of oneself should be seen as imperative. And these are going to be seen as important, significant ambitions, especially at this point in time. This is mostly true principally since rat year is the beginning of a new cycle every 12 years. So every 12 years, another rat year, a new cycle. And Yang metal rat year, the specific elements of Yang metal rat, which grants Libra the sovereignty necessary to advance personal objectives forward, this happens only once every 60 years. It's now or never is another famous saying that applies at this juncture. Now for Libra, the scales, year of the Yang metal rat, your blessing, the Yang metal rat blessing for Libra. Expect many more desirable prospects to be offered to Libra this year. Throughout a time of persuasive arguments that drive coveted outcomes forward, the scale's ability to be balanced and fair and just will be of great value and of particular worth, especially since Libra is going to be involved in this Yang metal rat year. You're going to be involved in making moves and taking on tactics and strategy, and you're going to take on these things and push ahead these plans and these schemes that will drive your achievable results forward and give you those attainable results into a realistic fashion. Libra's natural cardinal sign nature adds an extraordinary amount of value to participating in trade, exchange, and business. By the same token, commerce or individual dealings with the scales are sure to necessitate a tolerant frame of mind, largely at a point in time when Yang metal elements are already encouraging entrepreneurs to come up with new promotional strategies. Libra's profession, personal relations, and health will all be observably fortified during year of the Yang metal rat if wealth and income are aimed at providing for the scale's own necessities rather than devoting revenue towards other people's ventures. Libra will most likely be inundated with opportunities coming from people that want or require the scale's harmonious nature, fairness, poise, dignity, and steady hand. Libra will also be in great demand from groups, employers, and institutes needing to hire capable human resources, as well as exceptional team leaders or specialists for implementing their manufacturing plans or product research and development programs. Libra will make those who feel anxious or nervous because of the tough forces unleashed by Yang Metal Rat year to feel that their ideas are elegant, intelligent, and practically within grasp, so that they may pursue their schemes with enthusiasm and with great daring. The scales will be able to create a profitable production enterprise out of this ability to cause people to feel enchanted and happy about their future campaigns. Feasibility is a superior attribute in Year of the Yang Metal Rat. Now, we're going to get into Year of the Yang Metal Rat specifics, lessons, and blessings, and a lot of Chinese Zodiac element specifics for Year of the Yang Metal Rat. Now we're going to look at the Year of the Rat and how it corresponds with the sign of Sagittarius the Archer in Western astrology. So we have a little diagram here with the wheel of the Zodiac, and it is here. Sagittarius the Archer is in the 9th position. It's in the natural 9th house, with Aries being number 1, the natural 9th house of the Zodiac of life path meaning, Sagittarius the Archer. Now that corresponds again with Rat in Chinese astrology. So again, Western astrology, sign of Sagittarius, corresponds with Chinese zodiac animal of Rat. Okay, now legend has it that the Jade Emperor held a race to place 12 animals on the zodiac wheel. Rat came in first place in this race held by the Jade Emperor. Rat made a deal to catch, to kind of catch a ride with Cat on Ox. So, Rat had the idea, and he convinced Cat to sort of hitchhike a ride on top of the Ox, because they were the best of friends, the Cat and the Rat, and thought that Ox would be able to sort of cross the river faster and more assuredly than anyone else, thereby getting them excellent placements on the astrological wheel. Now, Rat made a move that caused Cat to be thrown off Ox, allowing Rat to get ahead of everyone and finish in first place. Rat finished in first place. Now, according to legend, this is why nowadays Rat and Cat do not get along, even though they used to be very close friends. The Cat is mad at Rat, and Rat knows why, and also recognizes that Cat's anger is right, which is why we see Cat always chasing Rat to get retribution, and Rat running away from Cat. Okay, now regarding the metal Rat attributes, for Year of the Yang Metal Rat has general Rat qualities, and is known to be essential, animated, vigilant, and also clever, although fragile, amusing, watchful, and lithe. Now, metal qualities will add much strength and steely nerve, willpower, focus, self-assurance, and determination to Rat's more lively, humorous, quick, and dynamic personality attributes. Now, regarding the Metal Rat advice for Year of the Yang Metal Rat, Yang Metal Rat is a year to focus, really focus in, center in, on the parts of life that bring out one's enthusiasm, obsessions, self-concerns in life. This is not a time for philanthropic ideas or ventures unless such activities are beneficial where self-interests are concerned. A desire for freedom will prevail during Yang Metal Rat year, which should not be denied, lest breakups or abandonment become the only way to attain such personal emancipation. Metal Rat year is an excellent time frame in which to find solutions for any troubles that might have resulted from keeping a slower pace during the previous year of the Yin Earth Pig. Now, indeed, this is the period to sort of play catch up, because Yang Metal Rat affords one intelligent and covetousness and control to do so. Now, regarding Metal Rat influence, Yang Metal Rat begins a new cycle in Chinese astrology, and this is very important since any rat year starts another cycle of 12 Chinese animal zodiac signs. New cycles in astrology cause new plans to be developed, fresh ideas to be considered or proposed, and innovative projects to be started. Trying out new things or initiating new situations must involve some chance, and therefore one must be mindful in order to make sure that such risks have a high probability of succeeding. Year of the Rat repeats every 12 years in Chinese astrology, while Year of the Yang Metal Rat repeats every 60 years, occurring in 2020, 2080, 2140, 2200, 2260, and 2320. Traditional Chinese zodiac places Rat, which associates again with Sagittarius, Sagittarius the Archer, in Western astrology system at the beginning, November 22nd to December 21st, and Pig, which associates with the sign of Scorpio, which is right before Sagittarius, at the ending, okay, of the zodiac, from October 23rd to November 22nd of the astrological wheel. So the beginning of the Chinese zodiac is Rat, that associates with Sagittarius, and the ending of the Chinese zodiac is Pig, which associates with Scorpio. Okay, so that's where their delineation occurs. That's a difference where our delineation occurs at Aries and Pisces. Okay, all right. So now, with that said, it is also, though, intriguing to notice that the Chinese zodiac splits its beginning and ending again between Rat, Sagittarius, and Pig, Scorpio, which is right where the mysterious zodiac sign of Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, is found. Okay, Ophiuchus is often called the 13th zodiac sign. It is equally fascinating to become aware that the Celtic pagans consider the festival of Samhain on the 31st of October is actually being their new year. Okay, so that's one sort of coincidence. Also, being a lunar calendar. That's why it's a lunar calendar. So you see these similarities when you have lunar calendars. With that said, when corresponding with Western astrology, one would associate the head of Western zodiac sign, which is Aries again. Now that's Aries is associated with dragon, and Pisces is associated with the tail of Western astrology, and Pisces is associated with rabbit. Pisces is associated with rabbit. Okay, and that's very important to understand how these all sort of, where the slight differences and where they also have similarities. It's also fascinating to comprehend that there are many cultures, more than one New Year's celebratory festivals in a year. And in the Hebrew calendar, that was used in the Bible, and that Jesus Christ utilized since he was Jewish, a Jewish rabbi, and what is still used, it's a lunisolar calendar. So they have the lunar, but they also still pay very close attention to the lunar months and the lunar, like the beginning, when there's a full moon, when there's a new moon, and all the various attributes, and starting with the new moon. So it's very important, and that's where a lot of secrets are kept, is in the lunar. A lot of spiritual secrets are in the lunar mysteries. Okay. Now, Metal Rat year is formed from the attributes of being the seventh heavenly stem of Yang metal, gotten from 10 celestial elemental qualities, and the first earthly branch gotten from 12 terrestrial animal personalities. And in many ways, this is very much similar to Kabbalah, and to Christian Jewish Kabbalah, because you're taking like an attribute. Even tarot talks about that. You take an attribute like the fire signs in Western astrology, and then you have fire of fire, and air of fire, and water of fire, and that's reflected in the tarot cards in Western astrology. So you see these again, these celestial stems and branches are very similar. It's very, very similar. So it's also important to note that the 10 heavenly or celestial stems are derived from the 5 elements in Chinese astrology, which are fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. The 10 qualities are comprised of characteristics of yin and yang divisions within the assigned elemental attribute, with this current year of the metal rat being a yang metal rat year. Yang metal rat. Therefore, there are 10 aspects gotten from yin and yang characteristics of the 5 Chinese elements. Now, the primary guardian angels, we're going to go into a little bit here, some guardian angels you can use during this year if you're familiar with some of the more familiar guardian angels. We'd like to give you some which will be helpful during year of the yang metal rat, and because of the associations that are, we're going to show you how, if we're utilizing Sagittarius and yang and also metal, how this will kind of give you the right guardian angels to utilize to make this a very auspicious and prosperous and lucky year for you. Now, primary guardian angels, again, for year of the yang metal rat. Okay, elemental archangel of metal is a bit tricky since Western elements do not include the elements of metal and wood. Okay, so Western does not have wood and metal. Okay, so also Chinese elements themselves do not include the element of air. So you have 5 in Chinese and 4 in the Western system. Therefore, we shall divulge the closest approximations available using the element of yang and the Western zodiac sign of Sagittarius to help us find the best representations of these guardian archangels for you. Now, yang corresponds with fire and does as does the sign of Sagittarius the archer. So yang and Sagittarius both correspond with fire. And again, Sagittarius corresponds to the rat, okay, in Chinese astrology. Therefore, archangel of the element of fire, being the elemental archangel Michael or Michael. Okay, most of us anyway are familiar with the archangel Michael or Michael. Michael will represent and present as guardian angel during this astrological transit. Now again, year of the rat in Chinese astrology corresponds with zodiac sign of Sagittarius in Western astrology and consequently associates with elemental archangel of fire signs referred to in various Christian and ancient Christian and also Hebrew traditions, as well as in scriptures as being, again, Michael or Michael, astrology angel of this seasonal aspect of Creator's great clock. I'm talking about the Sagittarius, that association. Now, we are taught through oral tradition and Kabbalistic writings that astrology archangel or zodiac angel Adnachiel is our association, Adnachiel, for this portion of Creator's cosmological progression expressed in extra-biblical Christian and Jewish writings. Zohar is what we recommend as a primary source of written Kabbalistic knowledge. These angels and archangels present in their masculine forms due to yang elemental association of yang in metal rat year. Yang metal rat, yang is masculine, yin is feminine, so since it's yang metal rat year, it is going to be a more masculine presentation of these archangels. Now the secondary guardian angels for yang metal rat year, planetary archangels which associate with Sagittarius, being Western astrology correspondence for year of the rat, again Sagittarius, year of the rat, okay, is the angelic ruler of Jupiter, being Sachiel. Awareness of both Western or Eastern astrology associations is very helpful in this matter. Now, earth and celestial angelic coordinates for yang metal rat year. Okay, we're going to go over the earth, the grounded earth angelic coordinates, and the celestial, heavenly celestial angelic coordinates, because even though we're using Michael for fire and all of that, and Raphael and Raphael and Uriel, okay, and Gabriel, we're using these traditional guardian angels, these 4 guardian archangels of the Watchtower. We are utilizing them, but keep in mind that their positions, where they're placed, is different on the Earth coordinates than in the celestial coordinates. Okay, it's a different because we're going with elements of the Earth, and then where the constellations are. So they have different positions where they are located, and we're going to go over that for you to make it easy. But we'll make it easy for you. So again, these are going to be both Earth and celestial angelic coordinates. Now for Earth coordinates, Earth first, of elemental guardian, elemental archangel of Earth is the Archangel Uriel. The Archangel Uriel. Now in the East, the elemental archangel of air is Raphael. Raphael, again, these are for the Earth coordinates, but this is in the East, elemental archangel of air, Raphael. In Earth coordinates, in the South, we're going to have in the South, for the Earth coordinates, in the South, elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay, now in the West, we're going to have elemental archangel of water, Gabriel, for the Earth coordinates. The Earth coordinates in the West, elemental archangel of water, Gabriel. Gabriel. Now we're going to look at the celestial coordinates of elemental guardian angels. All right, these guardian angels, these elemental angels, archangels of the watchtowers. Now, the celestial coordinates are as follows. In the north, when you're talking about the celestial, in the north, okay, the north elemental archangel of water is Gabriel. Gabriel in the north, elemental archangel of water in the celestial coordinates. Now the east elemental archangel is Michael of fire. So in the celestial coordinates, the east is elemental archangel of fire, Michael or Michael. Okay? Okay. Now the celestial coordinates for the south, celestial coordinates, elemental archangel of earth, Uriel is in the south. In the celestial coordinates, all right? And in the west, finally, for the celestial coordinates, the elemental archangel of air in the west, in the celestial coordinates, the archangel of air, Raphael. Raphael. All right, so these again are the angels that many people in many cultures are very much familiar with. They're very familiar guardian archangels and elemental archangels of the watchtowers in both the earth and the heavens. Now, fortunate compass directions in year of the Yang metal rat finds good fortune, new opportunity, and prosperity in the northeast, the southeast, and west directions. Now we're going to go over Yang. Yang is masculine. Yang is day. Yang is hot. It's fire. It is dry. It is summer. It is the outer portion. It is energetic. It is expanding. It is hard, like the metal, Yang metal rat, and it is dorsal, the back part. It is dorsal, and it is outer, exterior. Okay? Now for the metal attributions, we have ambition, self-reliant, willful, strong, and very self-assured. But also with metal, you're going to have the element is going to also have dry and grief and pungent and be associated with the nose, with willpower and resolve, strong as metal. General rat associations, Yang. This is for the general rat association, for the animal of rat in the Chinese Zodiac. General rat associations, again, rat is considered also to be Yang. Rat is winter, though. Winter. Also, rat is also water. Sagittarius again, and lily of the valley is the flower that's associated, and it's the 11th month on the Chinese lunar calendar. Okay. There are five elements in Chinese astrology, being fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. That's fire, metal, wood, earth, and water. Fire controls metal. Metal controls wood. Wood controls earth. Earth controls water. Water controls fire. So this is a circle. And this is how nature keeps things in balance. And this is how Chinese medicine works, of keeping everything in balance, where you're not necessarily, in ancient Chinese medicine, which I studied in nursing school when I was studying to be an RN. I had a wonderful teacher from China who taught us some of that, and she had mentioned that they don't, in the ancient system, they didn't give you a diagnosis that was, this is what you have and this is what's going to happen to you, where the observer is saying what's going to happen to you and changing it with their consciousness. No, they give you, this is what's going on, and this is a little bit out of balance, and this is a little bit out of balance, and a little bit too much dry, a little bit not enough moist, a little bit too much yin, not enough yang, or whatever, these kinds of things, and then treat those individual things, and then you will begin to get better if you adhere to doing these types of things. And they got they weren't paid the way the medical profession is paid today. They were paid with, if the people could work and build houses and tend to their animals and grow their food, then everybody was healthy, and then the doctor of the village could be fed if they were all healthy. So what did the doctor do? The doctor kept them healthy, right? So in a system where the more sick you are, the more money they make, not so good. But in a system where the more healthy you are, the more productive the doctor's life is, because he's cared for, because he cares for them, they care for him or her. It's probably, as far as I can tell, probably a better system. And I have been treated by Chinese medicine and had wonderful results with acupuncture and that kind of thing. But I digress. Just as a patient, that was my experience to help, some muscle aches, really was helpful for me. Now, so this is a circle of life. As we come full circle, we attempt to balance these 5 elements. Now, for fire, we have the attributes of joy, heat, bitter, and it's the tongue. For earth, we have worry, and it's damp, sweet, and mouth. For metal, we have grief, dry, pungent, and nose. For water, we have fear, cold, salty, the ears. For wood, we have anger, wind, sour, and the eyes. Now, to calculate the Chinese New Year, simply count the second new moon that comes after the winter solstice. Now, disclaimers in order here. High magic should be used with all mindfulness, since powerful forces of manifestation are unleashed. This is intended exclusively for entertainment purposes. Information found in this document is based on the oral tradition known as Kabbalah, taught to me by Rosicrucian clergy when I was but a young girl, the facts of which I have committed to memory. Thank you for joining us, and join us again.